Hi, this is Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to make fudge. If you remember last time I made that cinnamon coffee cake and I didn't have milk, so I used evaporated milk because it says I could separate it and to use it. So I always wonder what is behind those labels, you know? And I found the fudge recipe, so that's how I found this recipe behind one of those evaporated milk. So you got 2 tablespoons of butter right in here. We're going to turn it on. You're going to use 1½ cups of sugar. I know it's a lot of sugar, but we're going to use 1½ cup of sugar. You're going to use 1/4 of salt. And we're going to get all this melted first in here. And salt. And then we're just going to, and then also then you're going to use with the milk, the evaporated milk, it's 2/3. So if you do it 2/3 and 2/3, you can make double batch if you want with your can. But we're just going to use 1. And we're going to let this melt. We're going to let this melt. Oh, the resties are on the hunt today. And let's just get this a little bit higher. Because you're supposed to let this melt and let it bubble for a few minutes. So let's go over here. Let this melt. Get this going. And I'm using my Curtis stone because it's so easy to clean. Keep going. I think this is the part that takes the longest. You have to let this go. So we're going to let this go in and bubble it. Meanwhile, you're going to get a little Pyrex pan, and this is I think this is a little bit bigger than an 1/8 inch, but I'm going to use this one. But an 1/8 inch, you're going to line it either with foil or parchment paper. I made one last night, and it says to let it sit in the refrigerator for two hours, but it didn't. It was still kind of a little sticky. But it didn't say not to line the, to grease, lightly spray it with cooking spray or with butter. So what I did is I go, what is going on? So I search again, and you're supposed to lightly spray it. So make sure you lightly spray it. And see, now it's coming to a boil. We're going to let this simmer for a little bit. It says to let it do this for a couple of minutes. Let's see how long it says. Bring to a boil, medium heat, constantly stir, continue to boil for 4 to 5 minutes. So we're just going to do this. And I'm sure you don't want to watch me doing this for 4 to 5 minutes. So I'll be right back when we do the next part. You see, it's boiling, and I've been stirring this for 3 to 4 minutes. So then you're going to turn this off. And then you're going to pour in 2 cups of marshmallows, 1½ cups of chocolate chips. That's ½ cup. I just want to get this marshmallow. And use a whisk. I used a wooden spoon last time, and it took forever for the marshmallows to go. So then I went to a whisk. And then my Westie, I guess he smelled this, and he licked my leg, had this whisk in my hand up here, turned, and I got chocolate all in my hair. So I want to know which one. I knew it was Charlie that licked my leg, because when he smells food, he wants some. And then you're going to pour in 1 teaspoon of vanilla in here, and we're just going to keep whisking until the marshmallows. And this is how you make fudge. So this is going to take a while too, so give me a few minutes and I'll show you how smooth it looks in just a second. So come close and you'll see that it's kind of smooth in here. Boy, you can really smell this fudge. And then we're going to get the pan, like I said, I'm going to throw this in here for just a second because I don't want to waste any of this. Like that. And then I'm going to spatula this in. All this chocolate fudge. And then we're going to let this chill for 2 hours and see what happens. So one moment. Let's see what it looks like. I'm going to show you this Curtis Stern. Look at this thing. Look how easy. Oops, see? There goes the stupid whisk again. Look how easy this thing. You can just get it in here and you can get all this chocolate. So easy to clean. And then you just wipe it clean. One more moment. This other fudge in here. You just don't want to come, do you? Okay. Put this here. And get this fudge. Get all this out, all this goodness. If I can, I'm going to spread it in here. If you want to put nuts, put some nuts. The one I made last night has nuts on it. This one I'm not going to do nuts. I'm hoping this one comes out better than this. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. And then I'll be back in a couple of hours to show you both of them. See you in a bit. So it's been 2 hours on this one that we made, exactly 2 hours. I wanted to see something. This is the one I did yesterday, and it was over 2 hours, and I took it out just so you know. So I don't know what I did wrong. The only thing I can do is blame my glasses because I didn't have my AI glasses on, reading everything. So maybe I read it wrong compared to this one. But this one to me looks more like fudge. I mean, not fudge, like you know that hot fudge that you put in your ice cream. But let's see what it tastes like. Cause see, it's sticky. I don't know what I did. So if you got any thoughts, I would like to know. Ooh, that's just too much for me to put in my mouth. Hold on. Let's take some of this off. That's a lot. See, it's more like ice cream fudge that you put in your ice cream. So maybe, we'll see. Let's see what this one tastes like. It's exactly like that nice hot fudge that you put in your ice cream, but it tastes as good. I don't know if it's going to be like this one. So we're going to see because it's been exactly 2 hours. So let's take this one out. Oh, see? This one's better. Look, see? It doesn't stick. So maybe it was my eyes. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. But let's taste this one. See? This one actually cuts like fudge. The other one, I have to eat it like. So I don't know what I did. I mean, as you see, they're two different things. So maybe I did something wrong. But let's taste this one. Now this tastes just like homemade fudge. So what I did something right on this one. This one, I don't know what I did. So follow the recipe. Maybe when I saw this, it says 2/3. Maybe I thought it said 3/4. Who knows what I did? But I would follow this recipe again, but not that one. Whatever I did. This one, I'll follow it. So if you like this recipe, or if you know how I could have made this one better, leave me a comment. Thank you all to my new followers and all the ones that staying with me, watching me play around in my kitchen. And yes, this is a fudge recipe on the back of those evaporated milks thing. So that's the recipe I follow. Well, thank you for coming into my kitchen. And this is Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. And have a great day. Bye, guys.